What's up, guys? Welcome back to our minimal health form series. Today, we're going to focus on the shoulder press. If you've seen a couple of these videos, once again, we got our stick. You can use a broomstick, PVC pipe. I like teaching with this because it's a very safe, easy way. Everybody's got something like this lying around at home to learn how to do these exercises. So there are tons of different types of shoulder presses, which we can get in later videos, but it's important that you get your basics down, which is why we put this series together. So I'm going to hand Amanda our stick and show you both two angles, from the front and from the side. So as everything we do, we encourage full range of motion. The more fully you're going through a muscle's full range of motion, the more muscle you're gonna build, more calories you're gonna burn, and more flexibility you're gonna promote. And I guess lastly, the more injury, or less prone you are gonna be to injury, which is super important. So this is a very basic movement, highly effective. It's gonna hit every part of the shoulder. The shoulders have three heads, front, side, and back, to put it simply. And this will target all of these. Standing, you'll be able to use a little bit of momentum, so you'll probably be able to do a little bit more weight than you would if you were seated. But you can certainly alternate between seated shoulder presses and standing shoulder presses. So let's start going through the range of motion. All right, so there's a slight curve, which we'll show you from the side. Just keep going. But she's going all the way down to the collarbone every time, extending all the way up overhead. It's more important that you see this from the side, but from the front, that is how that looks. Go ahead and shift now. So you'll notice there's kind of a little curve as she comes up, so you have to go around your face, right? And then you want to end up directly overhead, which is what she's doing, which promotes shoulder mobility. You're gonna notice if you have inflexible shoulders, or maybe if you haven't done this yet, or you don't yet have the rear shoulder strength built up, you might have the tendency to end up a little further out in front, which is okay. It's not necessarily dangerous. At the same time, come all the way up, you never would want to pass that point, because that puts you in a vulnerable state. A lot of CrossFit injuries, if you've been following the CrossFit world, happen because of this, because they're overextending, hyperextending the muscle, and that can really put you at risk for injury. But that's it. This is a very, very simple movement. Seated or standing, that's the move. Never quite lock out at the top, because we want to keep the tension on the shoulders rather than transferring it here. So she's stopping just short of lock. She's double jointed, so it looks like she's locked, but she's not. But that's
He always tells me that. He's like, stop locking your arms. I'm like, they're not locked.
But
They're
that's
just double jointed. I try to think about when I'm doing my shoulder presses, I just getting my arms up to my ears.
yes.
Like, to get them like parallel, right?
Yeah.
So it's parallel.
Yeah, right next to.
Parallel with your ears is where you want to get your arms.
Yeah.
Your biceps by your ears.
Biceps and elbows up close to the ears. Yeah, so full range of motion. Make sure you're coming all the way down that collarbone. Don't shortchange your range of motion just to do more weight. Set the ego aside, do them properly. Let us know what you guys think. Share it with a friend that needs to know. We'll see you guys on the next one.